Hey Aquarius, welcome to your September 2019 Psychic Tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde. Aquarius, I know I am 12 days late, at least, in getting you your September monthly, and I do apologize, but there was a hurricane, and it came, basically to my town, again, just like last year with Florence. This time I didn't leave town, but I did go and stay with my father across town. So I had to pack up a lot of stuff because his place doesn't have as many trees around. I was nervous about trees falling on my house. So Aquarius, there was a delay because of my anxiety and stress. And, whenever somebody is full of anxiety and stress, it's usually compromises the intuitive abilities. So I was in no frame of mind to do your reading, and I do apologize, but that's just the reality of the situation. Hopefully, there's more things brewing in the tropics. I really hope that they just stay all out to sea and they don't hurt and affect anyone. The tragedy in the Bahamas is just, I can't even discuss it. I'll start crying. So anyway, hurricanes are very devastating, and not everyone's been through one, thank God, right? Because they're very scary. So I hope you understand. I hope you understand my delay in getting your reading to you. All right, so let's get into it. I am going to do a bit longer reading for you guys because I am behind, so far behind for you. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it different than I did the other ones, because I felt the other ones, they were all energetically aligned, how I did them. Anyway, I'm going to do yours different. So what I'm going to do is, it's basically for the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from this John Holland deck, 3 cards from my other John Holland deck, and then I'm also going to pull some oracle cards for you. I've been doing the oracle cards as bonus supplemental readings over on Vimeo, but for you guys, I'm going to give you a couple oracle decks in this reading for your patience, to thank you for your patience. So we have the light cards, we have the sacred energy cards, and I never can remember the names of all these decks, so just bear with me, and our angel answers. So let's get into it, Aquarius. I want to thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for being here on the channel. Sometimes life gets in the way. That's just the way it is, and it's okay. All right, so let's get into it, Aquarius. What is going on for you the next week? I'm filming this on September 12th. We are building to that full moon in Pisces. I am going to do a reading for everybody for that, so also check that video out. Okay, Aquarius, what is happening for you guys? What is happening for you guys? Okay, so interesting. So what we have here, and this deck we don't read upside down. We have the 4 of Swords, we have rest and rejuvenation, we have emotional loss, and we have the waiting game. So I think this is very interesting, Aquarius. So it's all about timing. Really, life, a lot about life is about timing. And there is a situation you are going through of emotional release because of this 5 of Cups card. And this could be something from the last 5 weeks, the last 5 months. I feel it's fairly recent, though. I don't feel it's from, past traumas resurfacing. I feel like it's fairly recent. Last 4 to 5 weeks, last month. And the universe is enforcing an emotional timeout. Sometimes it really is important to know when to wait. Our society is so emphasized on action, 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 take action, take action. But sometimes what you really need to do is go sit in the woods and relax. And you need to process your shit, and as a way of clearing the decks so that in the next 2 weeks, the waiting game is going to be over. There's this stuff to process through. The waiting game will be over, and then you will be getting the intuitive information you need to move forward in your next direction. There's something about your direction, I feel here, that's being delayed, but it's because you have to process through this stuff right now. Okay, and like I said, so much of life is about understanding when to wait, when to take action, and understanding it from an intuitive perspective. And Aquarius, as I've said before, a lot of you guys do not get credit for being a very intuitive sign, and you are. So I think, like, trust your intuition that you are supposed to be not really doing very much right now, except for resting, healing. And it's really the heart issue. As you can see here, this person clasping over the heart chakra, but then this person's open. So you can see from their posture here. So there's something that needs to be opened and released from the heart chakra to heal it. And the way that it's going to be done is through the rest and rejuvenation. This rest and rejuvenation is protective. It does take time to heal. But what's happening here is there will be new life. I mean, look at this. From this beautiful branches here that's coming out of this hourglass and the roots that are here, there will be a new path. You can see this person's on a new path. There will be a new path. There will be new growth. Just not quite yet. Because this healing has to happen. It has to happen. So this is very positive. This is very positive energy. You are on the right track with whatever you've been doing to emotionally process through some stuff. But the next couple of weeks is really not the time, in my opinion, from these cards to be embarking on some great new adventure. So let's see what the other deck has to say. All right, let's see what we have here. So these are our heart cards. We're going to draw 3. So like I said, I think the next 2 weeks, I don't feel like this is necessarily the next 2 months that you're going to be waiting around. I think it's the next 2 weeks. Because we have so much potent energy. Saturn's moving direct on the 18th. We have so much potent energy that's going to start percolating for October. So I think you'll be ready. You'll be ready then to take the next step. But this emotional processing in rest and rejuvenation is important because it's going to help clear out. It's like, you know, clearing out after a hurricane, the debris that has fallen, the branches, the leaves, you know, all that kind of stuff. So in a sense, you've had a kind of emotional hurricane that you've been through. And of course, I'm speaking in metaphor here. But so what's going to happen is you need to clean out that debris so your heart is healed and more clear again, so that when you're ready in the next, you know, by October, the intuition will be coming in stronger. I'm just feeling like there's blockage. Things need to be healed, released, cleared out, so that you can hear that intuitive guidance a lot more clearly. Okay. All right. Let's see. You get my point. Because something good is going to be birthed from the next bit of intuitive guidance you get about how to move forward in your life. Okay. And of course, you can always book an appointment with me. All that information's in the description. If you would like some insight to your next evolution or revolution of what's going to be happening for you. I offer astrology readings and tarot readings and readings that combine the two. All right, let's see. Let's see what you have here, Aquarius. All right, I feel like these are shuffled enough. I think I'm just going to pull. I'm going to pull ones that are popping out or sticking in my hand. All right, let's see what we have here. Release. That's exactly what we've been talking about. But look what happens once you release. Look again, the emphasis on the heart chakra and healing it. Once you release, look what happens. New inspired action. New inspired information comes in for you, and dreams coming true. So there is an area of life. This has to do with your will. All of this orange and yellow. Okay, so that's your solar plexus chakra. So there is something there's a new goal, a new dream that you want to reach for. And you really want this. You really, really want this. But there's something that is still blocking its manifestation. And what's blocking it is some emotional issue, trauma, situation from the recent past that is not fully healed, not fully processed yet, but it is in the process of doing that. This is further confirmation from our other cards that we had here. So what's very exciting is in the next 3 months, so by the end of the year, you're going to be taking the lead on manifesting a very important life goal. That is, because look, what's very interesting about these two cards, this is one hand, these are two hands. Now, I realize that these are probably from the same person, of course, but I think for a lot of Aquarians, what is going to be wanting to manifest here, this dream that you have, is for some sort of partnership, some sort of connection. Now, this could be in a business sense, this could be in a love sense, this could be in an emotional sense, a friendship sense, connection with your higher purpose, a place. But my point is that you're going to be moving from the idea of thinking that you have to do it on your own, possibly, right? But I just feel like the single hand here is more the idea that this is a very personal thing that you want to manifest. But it's going to involve another person. There's two hands here. So there's going to be a meeting. There's going to be a meeting. The next 3 months, there's going to be a meeting of your destiny and your goals aligning and bringing in a very important new connection in your life. I feel it's new. I don't feel like, or if it's been here before, you're going to take it to the next level that you couldn't take it to because this stuff was not healed yet. Now, this connection can just be with, your spirit guides, your higher self, with yourself, with some sort of place. Like maybe you finally find the place you belong. I'm talking about like moving. You finally find the place you belong, that you haven't felt like you fit in where you are, and it's been your very personal will and desire to make the move, but you haven't been able to yet. The universe has put a stop on that because some other stuff had to process and you had to heal it. And now here we go. All right, it is time. So October, November, December is the time when you're going to be taking the lead on really manifesting a goal that's very important to you, but that is going to happen by a connection. You're not going to have to do it all on your own. You need to take the lead to initiate it, but there is going to be support for you. There's going to be a reaching out. There's going to be support. I really love this energy for you, Aquarius. So I hope that this makes sense so far. So again, this is a general reading. It's for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So whatever this dream is, like I said, it could be so many different things depending on your personal situation. But it's like I said, it goes from the 1 to the 2, the single hand to 2 hands. And I think that's very significant because I think a lot of Aquarians have been kind of like, I'm getting this image of just kind of like drifting on the sea. Like you've been on this life raft, right? Like you've been almost shipwrecked and you've been on this life raft, like this old wooden, like something from, Robinson Crusoe or something, right? Like this wooden like raft, like strung together with rawhide or something, just like really makeshift, and you're floating along fighting off the sharks, right? And out there alone, and all you see is this vista of endless ocean. You're like, when am I ever gonna find the right place, the right person, the right shoreline for me to finally land on? And I think that's what's going to be happening for you. This time of drifting along at sea has served a purpose. It has served a purpose for you to, because when you're alone drifting at sea, really, like, you can't ignore this. It's right in your face. And, look, this heart. There's been a purpose for your exile. There's been a purpose. And now you're going to see the last vestiges, the last bits of that is getting healed, and you're going to see how everything's going to change in the next 3 months. This was a protective drifting at sea. Even though you didn't feel like it at the time, it was protective. It was protective. Because your intuition, you could have gotten, false information as to how to proceed next. So it was wise to wait. It was very wise. Sometimes you have to wait until more information comes in, until you're healed enough to be able to receive the information for your next step. Because sometimes our own stuff, as I've written about and talked about before, our own stuff impedes or influences our intuition in a way that's not useful. So, okay, let's now look at your oracle cards. I'm going to pause the video for 1 second. Okay, Aquarius, so let's see what some other areas are that might be coming up for you. These are these energy cards for the end of September, from September 12th to the 30th. Let's see what else is happening for you guys. You will be putting down new roots, as we saw from this card. There will be a new beautiful thing that's going to be happening. And it could involve a new place, it could involve a new person, all of the above, a new job, new business location. And also I'm just feeling like a greater connection with yourself. And some of you have been kind of, like I said, drifting along in this holding pattern. And feeling kind of disconnected from yourself. And that period of exile has forced you. It's forcing you to reconnect with yourself and your deepest desires and things you want to manifest. All right, let's see what this one is. The World. I mean, look at this. This is so interesting. Look at the imagery on this card. Can you see? This person is standing at the edge of a dock. This is the world. It kind of looks almost like a full moon, though, which of course is happening tomorrow. And this to me is the idea that you have landed. You are going to come to the place where you're now on land, you're on shore, and you're looking out into the vista and having the perspective and realization of how far that you have come, and ending and wrapping up that emotional cycle for yourself. But from the vantage point of being able to see the whole vista of why you went through it, what the purpose was, how you've healed and learned and grown from it. This is very, very powerful. And I'm getting chills as I'm saying this, you are going to take that information, perspective, guidance, wisdom, whatever you want to call it, that you have gleaned from this experience, and you are going to share it with the world in some fashion. Whether it's one-on-one, you listen to somebody else who's been through the same thing and you provide advice and encouragement to them. Whether you use this situation that happened to you that did deepen your intuition and connection with yourself, that you then use that intuitive skill to help other people in some fashion. But this is very, very, very powerful and positive. I'm not even going to draw another card from this deck because I feel like this is incredible. You will reach the shore. You will reach the place that you're going to call home. Spiritual home, mental home, emotional home, whatever you know. And you will have that perspective. This is deep, like, this is the culmination of your healing is happening this month. Very, very positive energy. All right, let's look at these Work Your Light cards. I want to see what these have to say. These are very interesting cards as well. All right, let's see, Aquarius. What else do we need to know about this? This is really deep healing energy. I love this for you. It's really the last bits. It's setting the stage for amazing things to manifest the next 3 months. Very exciting. Because, I mean, you had the Nine of Cups. I mean, look at this is, this is dreams coming true. I mean, it's beautiful. This card is coming. Let's see. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. So yeah, this is interesting, this card. It's almost like, you've been hidden away, which you have been in a sense. And it's time to, as I said, Share what you've learned. There's going to come a time in the next couple months where you're going to take all of this wisdom and you're going to be sharing your voice. And again, that doesn't mean that you're going to be on YouTube sending it out to millions of people. You know, I mean, that could be possible, but it just means the idea that you're going to be connecting and sharing with other people. It could be, one, like I said, one-on-one, a group of people, YouTube, I mean, whatever. But you're going to come out of the cave. You have been, in a sense, in this, like I said, this exile. I use the metaphor of the raft on the ocean, but you know, you've been tucked away, and it is now time. And what I love about this card too is that there's all this blue. We had a lot of blue in this card too. So this is the throat chakra. This is all about the expression of this experience that you've been through and what you have learned from it to help other people. And you're going to find that even that, as you share your story and you connect with other people, that's going to help your healing as well. I mean, I think you're going to help heal other people, but in so doing, you too will, these are like popping here. You too will be healed. All right, these are sticking. I think there's 3 of them, but we're going to take all of them because they're sticking. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at, I'm going to save this one for last. Look, oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. This is exactly what I've been discussing. Beautiful. And here's our little cat companion, Ariel. Beautiful. Transformation, deep healing. That's what's been going on for you. And inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. I mean, that's what I've been saying through this whole reading. Gorgeous. Your heart's going to look like this. Right now, you're not so sure, right? You're still going through some stuff, but it's not always going to be the way it's been. Transformation is happening. And this is what's happening in the next 3 months. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. So there is an exciting new adventure that is on the horizon for you. Again, I don't feel like it's happening in September. The healing, the last bits of healing are happening in September so that this can take place. And I think this is going to take place, Aquarius, at the next full moon. The full moon in Aries. That's happening in October. So get ready. But I think what's going to be interesting for you about this full moon in Pisces is it's going to perhaps illuminate those last bits, since it's happening in your second house, the last bits of ways in which perhaps you're beating yourself up over situations that have happened. And you need to let that go, because that's not healthy. And it's also, I don't want to say it's damaging your self-esteem, but it's keeping your self-esteem in a place where you don't feel like you can take a leap. What's done is done. You have learned a lot of stuff. Forgive yourself and move on. And that's what I feel like a lot of that is happening at this Pisces full moon. But the next full moon, get ready. Get ready for that big leap that's going to happen. All right, let's pull an angel answer card because it's just fun. All right, Pisces, let's see. Pisces. I got Pisces on the brain because the moon's in Pisces today and there's the full moon tomorrow. Aquarius, let's pull an angel answer card for you. You can think of a question. We will also see how this card relates to the reading. All right, let's see. What do my Aquarians need to know? Remain positive. And some of you need to reconsider something. I think that what you may need reconsidering is the direction that you want to go in. I think because you have not been fully healed yet, you've been not considering directions that are really where your spirit really wants to go. You've been limiting yourself. You've been keeping your world small. But once this healing has taken place, you're going to be reconsidering your capabilities and what you're ready to do. And that leap is going to happen. So there's still something holding you back about, I feel, like I said, that your ability to manifest, your ability to, create this new thing that you want to create. I think you're playing small a little bit, Aquarius, and I think that's going to shift and change. So that needs to be reconsidered. And remain positive. Yes, remain positive. There's so much wonderful energy that's coming for you. And, there are times in our life, this is, not every month can be like, oh, this is happening, that's happening. This is, there's times and energy flows when it is time to be quiet. It is time to go within. It is time to heal. That doesn't mean that every month for the next 20 years is going to be like that. We're just saying for now, this is what needs to be happening. And then the big transformation, the big leap, the big thing is going to happen. I really feel that from these cards. So I think this is very, very, very positive energy for you, Aquarius. And something beautiful is waiting in the wings for you. And reconsider your willingness to receive it. You do deserve it. You do deserve it. Okay, Aquarius, thank you so much. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how the energy is resonating for you. And I promise your October reading, I will do right after Libra's. Okay, so I will do yours. I will do yours right away. I thank you for your patience in me getting out the reading. Love you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde.